Hello, this is Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly oracle card reading. And for this week's reading, I'm using the Healing with the Fairies Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. And I was just kind of in the mood for some fairy cards. Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 cards. And my intention with this reading is to get an overview of the week ahead. So just to get kind of a heads up on some of the upcoming challenges, opportunities, and energies. Okay, so I'm actually going to be joined by my foster kittens. I have 2 foster kittens that I'm fostering right now. I'm just going to straighten my camera. And they are just going crazy behind me. I don't know if you can hear them or not. I'll show you them when they come around. They're pretty cute. Okay, so we'll start with the first card, which represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. And this card says, make music. I feel like I'm not into music. I mean, I like listening to music, but I don't play an instrument or anything like that. But I used to take keyboarding lessons when I was really young. And one thing I remember about music is that when you're doing it, you're very much in the moment. It's one of those things that really puts you in the present moment. And I get that same feeling now when I'm doing like artwork. I get it when I'm exercising and dancing and stuff like that. Anyways, I feel like this card is about being present, not just being present, but doing something for the sake of creating beauty and enjoyment in the world, which is basically what you do when you make music, or when you make art, or when you dance. You're creating beauty in the world for no reason other than to create beauty and pleasure in the world. And I think that sometimes we get very focused on being practical, on getting things done, on being useful, and sometimes things like, you know, pleasure and leisure and enjoyment of things kind of gets pushed by the wayside and we forget about it. So I feel like Monday, Tuesday, good time to kind of focus in on these things. And Wednesday and Thursday, the middle of the week, this card says new opportunity. So this card will often come up when there's a new opportunity on the horizon, when you're about to either meet someone new or get something like a new job offering or a new project idea or something like that is going to pop into your head. So this is a new opportunity that is going to help you get out of your comfort zone and kind of not get to a better place, but it's going to help you transcend some of your hang-ups, some of your fears, some of your limitations. So this is an opportunity that's actually very powerful. And I feel like this card has just come up to remind you to keep your eyes open. And it may not show itself this week. It might be, you know, this month or in the next 2 weeks. But this is about keeping your eye open for new opportunities when they present themselves, and keep in mind that you might have an initial negative reaction. So when this opportunity is presented, your first impulse might be to say no, because it might scare you a little bit and kind of push you outside of your comfort zone initially. So keep that in mind. And then on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this card says moving forward fearlessly. What did I just say when I was talking about this? Kind of saying that about moving forward fearlessly. So that's funny that that card's come up in this position, because I feel like a big part of this week is about moving forward, and it's about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's about challenging yourself and doing things that you aren't quite 100% comfortable with, things that kind of scare you a little bit, but also really excite you and intrigue you as well. So I think in addition to this new opportunity card, whoa, those cats are going crazy. I just want to show you the cats. I'll come right back to the reading. I just want to show you these guys. They're so cute. Hello. They're both feral kittens, and see, this one's hiding on me. They're both feral kittens, and the one that's under the chair, he is more scared. He's more leery of human attention than the gray one. The gray guy lets me pet him, and he lets me pick him up and stuff. The other one doesn't unless he's eating. So I'm working on these guys to get them comfortable with being petted and held and stuff. Okay, so as I was saying, the weekend, I feel like this card of new opportunity isn't just going to be the middle of the week. It's going to extend probably the whole week and even into the next week. And I feel like this weekend is a good time to you know, challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone and move forward with whatever it is that you're wanting to do and whatever direction it is that you're wanting to go in. And I feel like this weekend is all about taking action. So it's all well and good to have kind of a mental plan of what you know, what direction you're going in, what you want to do. You know, maybe you know what your fears are that you want to overcome, or you know what you want to create, or where it is you're going, what you want to put your energy and attention on. And it's nice to have a plan. And I find it helpful to write things down and to visualize and all that kind of stuff. But at some point you have to take action. And I feel like this card for the weekend is about actually taking action and going out there and doing something and having different experiences. Okay, so I'm going to take a big picture look at these three cards. My attention is so, even though I feel like these cards are kind of meatier cards than this one's a little bit fluffy, I feel like my attention is being drawn back to her. So I'm going to talk about that card a little bit more. So as I said before, this card is about beauty for beauty's sake and pleasure and creating pleasure and not being afraid to indulge in pleasure. I think sometimes we have hang-ups and we think that if we spend time and energy on something that's just fun or pleasurable, that, you know, it's a waste of time, or you know, there's starving people in the world and we need to be saving them or something like that. So I feel like this week, one of the challenges, I think, is to bring more pleasure into your week. And bring pleasure into your day, into your kind of routine, and make time to do those things that bring you that kind of pleasure. And see if you can, you know, make your living space more beautiful and more pleasurable this week. So even doing things like, for me, just like picking a bouquet of fresh flowers from my yard and putting them in the living room, that just like brings so much beauty to my home, and it just changes the energy. And it's just something simple that takes like 5 minutes. It doesn't cost me anything, and it makes a big difference into kind of how my home feels. But there's other things too that you can do to make your home feel more beautiful and just more welcoming and more pleasurable space to spend time in. Okay, I'm just gonna look and see if anything else is jumping out at me. Oh, these kittens. They're going crazy. Hello. They're so crazy. They eat so much too. I can't believe how much food they eat. So it looks like a really exciting week, and I like this week because of the focus on pleasure. That just feels really fun for me. And this whole idea that there's going to be a new opportunity coming up, and you know, it's time to start moving forward fearlessly and stepping out of your comfort zone. Feels very exciting. But I want to welcome you to share your own observations on these cards. So when you look at these three cards together, is there a particular, sorry, my camera keeps moving all over the place here. Is there a particular card that stands out to you? Like, is there one card in particular that's calling to you? And do you notice a theme? Like when you look at these three cards, is there a theme that jumps out at you? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, so please feel free to share. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com, and I hope you have a wonderful week.